Kaya sabi ko nga, is natin the mood, nagbigay na siya ng kanyang mga huling habilin. Sabi niya, kung saan daw siya mamatay, doon daw siya i-cremate.
Oh,
Okay, so sabi niya,
Nakakalungkot naman yan. Oo.
sabi niya, kung mamatay daw siya dito sa Netherlands, huwag na daw iuwi yung kanyang katawan sa Pilipinas. Ipakremate lang daw siya dito yung ashes na
yung mga citizens nga po natin sa ibang bansa na inaaresto, convicted na sa droga, sa murder, sinisikap pa natin ibalik dito. Pagkatapos, ang isang dating Pangulo, ibibigay natin sa ibang bansa. Anong klaseng mentalidad ng isang Pangulo yan?
Tama ka dyan, attorney. Yung iba nga di ba, pinabayaran pa, bibigay pa tayo ng blood money para lang maiuwi dito sa Pilipinas. Tapos yung dating Pangulo, binigay natin ng ganun-ganun na lang.
Mulya cited RA 9851, Section 17 as the basis of his arrest using the word surrender. Of course, the other side would say this was illegal because you still need to go through a proper court. So ano po ang opinion natin dyan, attorney?
Ang opinion ko po dyan na sir ay maling-mali na naman si Secretary Remulla as usual.
Makinig ka, Secretary Remulla. Pahinga mo si Attorney Topacio.
Alam niyo po, yung sinasay po niyang batas ay isang act of Congress. At nakalagay po roon, Section 17 uses the word may. And every lawyer worth his salt knows that the word may is directory, not mandatory. Therefore, he should read the entire law. We cannot cherry pick provisions of the law to support our own views. The entirety of the law says that while you may extradite and surrender any person upon a warrant of the ICC, it should be done within the procedure set by our law. Because the ICC warrant has no force and effect in our country. Because we are a sovereign country. There is no such thing as an international warrant. And what is the law on arrests? The law on arrests cannot be found in the law that he is invoking. It can be found in the Constitution. The Constitution is the fundamental law, whose standards all other laws shall be subordinated and must conform. Ano pong nakalagay sa ating saligang batas? No person may be arrested except on the virtue of a warrant issued by a judge of a local court, meaning a court in the Philippines, based on probable cause. And that probable cause should be determined by the judge after personally examining the witnesses of the prosecution and such other evidence as the prosecution may prefer in court, subject to a personal determination of the judge. Absent such a warrant, no arrest, except for the exceptions stated in the rules of court. No arrest can be made. And the arrest of former President Duterte does not fall under any of those exceptions.
So in other words,
mali po yun. That's kidnapping, plain and simple.
So in other words nga po, wrongful arrest ang nangyari po kay former President Duterte, in your opinion?
Opo, in my opinion, not only in my opinion, the opinion of so many other lawyers who know their law and their constitution, unlike the Secretary of Justice.
Attorney Bontuyan, supposedly an ICC accredited lawyer, he said at the very least, pag humarap daw sa local court si Pangulong Duterte, ang sagaran daw is to just establish his identity, then he could be surrendered to the nation. Ano po ang reaction nyo dyan? Parang sa tanong, are you President Duterte? Yes. O, tapos pwede na daw ipadala.
Ang payo ko po sa kanila, basahin po nila yung extradition law natin, which is still extant, which is Presidential Decree 1069. Basahin po nila yung procedure because the warrant issued by the ICC is for all legal intents and purposes a request for extradition. Ano yung request for extradition? It is a request from the requesting state directed to another state asking that a citizen of that state or any person which can be found in that state which was alleged to have committed a crime be brought before it. But before that, since the Constitution says in the Bill of Rights that no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, due process must be accorded to that person. At ano po yung due process na yun? Yung proseso na matatagpuan sa extradition law natin. At yun pong extradition law na yun ay iginawad po yun ang panahon ni Marcos Sr.
Yes.
Kaya hindi ko malaman kung bakit yung batas na ginawa ng kanyang ama ay ayaw galangin ng anak. Palagay ko isang kalapastanganan yun sa kanyang tatay. At least Marcos Sr. knew enough, notwithstanding our accusations of him being a dictator, he knew enough to follow due process when it comes to extradition. Etong gobyernong ito, wala. No due process, brazen violation of the Constitution, walang proseso, basta kukunin ka na lang, dadaling ka sa Hague.
Pero sinabi po ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos talaga pong hindi po sila nakipag-coordinate sa ICC, pero meron daw po tayong obligation with the Interpol. Your comment on that po?
Palusot po yun. But do not take my word for it.
Palusot.
Pwede nyo pong i-google. Pwede natin gayahin si Dan Fernandez at mag-google. Pwede po nyo tingnan yung website ng Interpol. Ano pong nakalagay sa website mismo ng Interpol? It says there that a red notice is a request. Ano po yung request? Pakiusap. Ang pakiusap po, pwede mong gawin o hindi. Bakit request po? Because, again, our country is a sovereign nation. No other country can impose its will or order us to do something that we do not like to do. Plus, nakalagay din po ron, Interpol cannot compel any country to comply with a red notice. Ano pa pong nakalagay doon sa website? Very clear po ron. Nakalagay, in the implementation of a red notice, every country uses its own laws in order to implement the red notice. At ano naman, again, ang batas dito, ang batas po natin, hindi pwedeng arestuhin ng walang warrant issued by a local court, and kung ang isang mamamayan natin ay dadalhin sa ibang bansa o extradition, dapat pong dumaan sa proseso ng extradition na under the law, which is our extradition law. Napakaliwanag po noon. Because the duty of every state is to protect its citizen. Yung mga citizens na po natin sa ibang bansa na inaaresto, convicted na sa droga, sa murder, sinisikap pa natin ibalik dito. Pagkatapos, ang isang dating Pangulo, ibibigay natin sa ibang bansa. Anong klaseng mentalidad ng isang Pangulo yan? Basta ipamimigay mo yung iyong mamamayan. That is not the kind of leadership that we need. That is very weak leadership.